Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, this is going to be a follow-up reading on representative from Texas, Cuellar. Cuellar. The double L making a Y sound, like a Yama. I'm sure I'm still pronouncing his last name incorrectly. Regardless, this is the South Texas representative. He's a Democrat who was reported to be a foreign agent, was laundering money for like the Bank of Mexico and Azerbaijan, I believe. Updates with the case is there are now three people who are aides three people have pled guilty in connection with the investigation as part of a plea deal. The latest was Arada. Oh, I can't even pronounce her last name. Her first name is Arada. What do we got in here? Mina Strother, who's Cuellar's former campaign manager and former chief of staff Florencio Lencho Rendon, a political consultant and businessman from San Antonio, have entered into cooperation agreements. They pled guilty to conspiracy for money laundering, and with this last person, what's her name? Arada. Sorry. If you had Italian names, I could work with you on this one. The last woman, in her plea agreement, said she worked for an affiliate of an Azerbaijani company and helped facilitate a $60,000 payment as part of the bribery scheme. Okay, so this is not good for that Democratic representative from Texas, because you've had three people plead guilty to a conspiracy. And what they're going to do is they're going to tell you everything they know when that's going to go up the chute. And guess who's sitting at the top of this pile is going to be that Democratic congressman. Now, when I did the first reading on this, other than getting hammered for totally butchering his last name, which I believe I'm still doing, the other thing that I got was he's been in there a long time and he's corrupt. He's a vote that can be bought. He's like the Joe Manchin of that district, and oftentimes he would vote with Republicans. So this is, other than the fact that it gives the Republicans a 2-vote majority in the House, there's no great shakes of losing this guy. It's just another corrupt politician. This one just happens to have a D by his name instead of an R. But realize that politics, you'll get the Katie Porters and the AOECs of the world, because these people want to change the world and work for their constituents. And then you get jackasses like this, like Menendez, George Santos, who are in it for themselves and to enrich themselves. They don't want to actually do the job. They want to be in positions where they can get lots of money coming in. So let's take a look at the energy around this case now that we've got a little bit more information. Entertainment purposes only. Deck is upside down. Foundation of the reading is the Eight of Coins. Making the money, creating money, laundering money. It's all about the money. Crossed with the Queen of Pentacles, because money is the most important thing to them. And underneath is the Ace of Swords. The Justice is here. The Sword of Truth is here to look at the money. And now you've got cooperating witnesses telling you about the money. But you can also look at it like the working for the money. The value of money has been the whole point all along with this representative. And in this case. In the past, we got the Ace of Cups. Got a pair of aces here. So strong. It's kind of funny that there might almost be this vibe like this is just the normal amount of corruption. Everybody does it. I'm not doing anything different. I've got some bills I need to pay, and I figured out a great way to do it, and it relieved the stress. Because, they paid the bills and they paid their taxes with them. They did practical things with the money that they laundered. Well, which is still kind of the funny part of it. It's not like they bought super yachts and stuff like that. They paid bills. But at the same time, you ran up those bills. And if you have to take bribes to pay off those bills, well, did you learn anything? Probably not. Whether it's you spend more than you save, you've got gambling debts, you got a coke habit, or you just want to buy super yachts, it doesn't matter in the end. It's still wrong. Wrong is wrong is wrong. Okay, so now we got the Page of Cups. So now we have people flipping, and they're telling the story of what's going on. In some ways, they're he and his wife are delusional. The rep here and his wife, they're delusional. It doesn't matter how you justified it to yourself. It was still wrong. This is the end of them. This is the end of his political career. This is the end of his run in Congress. He's not going to survive this. It's just, will he resign or will the Democrats kick him out at this point? And the outcome is temperance. It's going to take some time, some negotiations. But he's gone. He's going to be gone. Justice is here. Hopefully, he does the right thing and resigns. The leadership, I'm sure, is talking with him about him leaving, but he's got to do the right thing and resign. Once upon a time, when you got caught cheating at the game, that was it. The whole point of that game was you can cheat all you want, but if you get caught, you have to own it. That was kind of the unspoken rule, and it was understood. And then it got to Larry. Oh God, what was his name? He was like some House member from Kansas, and he was like looking through bathroom stalls at other people, and so he got reported. So some cop went into a bathroom stall, saw him peeking at him through the crack in the door, and then busted him. And he was supposed to resign, and then he never did. I suppose I could look that up. I thought I was going to get 23 comments. Let's see if I can find him. Hang on. Larry Craig from Idaho, Republican senator. Oh, a senator, wasn't even a House member from Idaho. Okay, yeah, good job, Larry. That kind of, to me, that was the first time I had seen somebody do something like that, get caught, and then said they were going to resign, then changed their mind a little while later and decided that they would try and run for re-election. It's sort of like that was a turning point. Why that was a turning point, I don't know. But it just felt like it was like they could get away with it at that point for some reason, and that's how it's been playing out ever since. I mean, George Santos took it to a ridiculous level, but you got Menendez, you've got this guy Cuellar. Who's next? There's enough to go around. It's not a Republican problem. It's not a Democrat problem. It's a corrupt politician problem. It's just a corrupt person. They just put an initial by their name to get into the office. Okay, let's just ask. Will he step down? Will he be asked to step down, or will he resign? Will he not step down? Will he resign? Let's see. What's the challenge here? It's finding the value. It's almost like what's in it for me type of thing, because I'm a star. It's like you can't really let me go. You're only down by one vote, and you need my vote. He's kind of leveraging the fact that the Democrats need him, and the Democrats have to evaluate, is it worth it? So to not force him down, to keep him on, let's do it on this side. The King of Cups. It's up to Hakeem Jeffries to make that call. He doesn't want to do it because it's politics and it weakens the Democrats' point of view. This is for keeping him on. We could just tolerate him for another 6 months, 7 months or something like that until the elections are over with, and he may get voted out, and then the problem's solved. And yeah, it's almost like if they don't kick him out, they're waiting for the elections to see if he's booted out. And if he's booted out, then they can welcome in a new member to the House. But, it's such a betrayal that he's done this. The thing is that I don't know if the primaries happened. He's probably not going to be primaried. The Democrats, if they're going to primary him, they have to get a candidate out there really quick to get him primaried. Otherwise, the seat's going to go to the Republicans. Now, if they do kick him out, it's the right thing to do. Justice card. Page of Pentacles. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You definitely got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and it's provable. And if they kick him out now, they might get to have a special election to replace him with somebody. I don't know if it's too late or not. But that's the leverage that's being played right now. The Democrats are looking at the value of kicking him out, and should they keep him in there, and what's going to happen, versus kicking him out and what's going to happen. And, this guy is playing the card like, you can't afford to lose me. So that's kind of what's playing at this. It's a tough choice because in a vacuum, you do the right thing. You do the justice every time, 100 times out of 100. But in the reality, when our democracy is at stake, do you have to hold your nose for a little bit longer and, replace this problem later on? Maybe he wins re-election and then you boot him out, and then you can have a special election, in which case you could have a new Democrat running in that spot and try and deny the Republicans that seat. Or maybe the Democrats take such a big majority in the House that losing that seat is no longer a giant loss. That's less satisfying, but in the razor-thin margins that we're facing right now, that might be the reality. Okay, we'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your likes, shares, comments, everything you do that feeds the YouTube algorithm to help my video get out to a wider audience. To folks discovering this channel recently or for the first time, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you found us. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.